So this is me communicating with the world, and there's something on my mind about smoking. And I've always been confused in life about smoking because I don't understand why people smoke. Why do people choose to smoke cigarettes, cigars, pipes, whatever? And what I'm thinking is that many of the people who smoke are very intelligent people. They're smart people. They understand the risks of smoking and the reasons to not smoke, but they still choose to smoke anyway and become addicted so that then they have no choice anymore. And I was wondering about this. I'm wondering how people who are smart and who understand the risks, how can these people become addicted to cigarettes? Why would they choose to smoke when they know all the good reasons to not smoke? I've been trying to understand how intelligent people could still choose to smoke and become addicted so that then they have no choice but to smoke. It doesn't make sense to me why this happens, and I've been trying to understand how it could be possible for intelligent people to smoke cigarettes. And I am struggling, but I'm thinking something about why it might be happening. And what I'm thinking is that life is challenging, and it could even be described as being awful in a sense. And so life is an awful struggle, and people have to work very hard to get through life without going crazy. So I'm wondering if people choose to smoke, despite all of the reasons to not smoke, they still choose to smoke and then they become addicted and then they have to smoke. They can't control themselves anymore. So I'm thinking that the reason they do it is that they're trying to make life less awful. They're trying to give themselves some pleasure in life to make the reality of life less of a struggle. I'm wondering if this is true, that the reason why perfectly intelligent people and knowledgeable people still become addicted to cigarettes and pipes and cigars and whatever, they still do this despite all the negatives of doing it. So I'm thinking that it isn't a lack of knowledge, it isn't ignorance that leads people to smoke. They know about the risks. So what could it be that makes people smoke despite all of the good reasons to not smoke? And I'm thinking initially that it could be the awfulness of life, the great difficulties of life leads people to want to try and gain respite from the difficulties of life. And so they will choose the path of cigarettes even though it's such a bad idea. I'm wondering if this is true because I can't understand why anybody would want to smoke at all. I don't think you need to be clever to not smoke. I think it's obvious to not smoke. I mean, it's smelly for a start, it's a fire hazard, it costs a lot of money, and it's extremely bad for health. And it affects other people as well. And you become addicted to cigarettes, so it takes over your life in a way, and you have to live your life around your need to smoke cigarettes. So all of these reasons to not smoke, yet people still take up the habit. And I really can't understand why. I'm really struggling to understand why. And as I say, initially I'm thinking that people are trying to gain respite from the awfulness of life. I'm wondering if this is an accurate way to see things. Is this what is the reason that life is difficult and people want any kind of help to avoid managing the difficulties of life, and cigarettes offer some kind of help so that they feel better to help them manage life. So I'm wondering why I don't smoke. I'm a normal person and I have struggles like anybody. So why have I not been attracted to cigarettes? And even if the cigarettes didn't have so many negative aspects to it, I wouldn't be interested. I can't see anything good about sticking something in your mouth, sucking on it and blowing smoke out. I can't see how that is interesting and something that I want to do. There's no attraction at all. So even forgetting the health problems and forgetting the costs of smoking and forgetting the fact it takes over your life when you become addicted, forgetting the hassle factor and the difficulties you cause for other people as well, forgetting all of that, it's just not an interesting thing to do. I can't see any attraction and I don't know why. So I'm thinking it must be because people are seeking some kind of respite from the awfulness of life. So that is my initial thought, and I'll pursue this. And I just can't understand smoking at all. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm thinking about it.